subhumans. I mean, you're right. But it's not just that they don't want to say God doesn't exist. They're saying, I am God.
Well, you see, but I think that's a return to something quite old in terms of human injustice. Remember that when the people of the world were subjected to these old oligarchic, aristocratic regimes, you know, the nobles and the peasantry and all of this, the myths of the time were centered on apotheosis. That is, where the elite, because of their success and achievements and greatness, they are elevated to the status of God. That happened to the Caesars. That happened to others. The aim, therefore, in that pagan understanding was for these people to transform themselves to God-like status. And all we're seeing is a return of that age-old shibboleth. Now being used once again to impose the idea of some kind of inherent superiority of these elites upon people whom they intend en masse to oppress.
Amazing. Ambassador, we've got to have you back up on this subject. The last question. Governors oppose DOD emergency powers. That's from The Hill, newspaper in D.C., as you know. Congressman could use pandemic to declare martial law. Congressman told the Louisville Journal. Congressman Paul Brown said they may use it to declare martial law as a cover for Obama because his agenda. Pentagon wants authority to post 400,000 military personnel in the U.S. I mean, this is unbelievable. And we now hear Obama saying terrorist, right-wing terrorist, and the Southern Poverty Law Center, you know, and the DOD documents and the Justice Department, Homeland Security, veterans and gun owners and Ron Paul supporters are terrorists. In the last 2 minutes, can you comment on that? And are you concerned that Obama may stage crises, as Michael Savage and others have said?
Well, I think we're seeing again a reliable pattern that was there in the 20th century versions of this imposition of communism, the blurring of the distinction between the military and law enforcement, the destruction of the idea that human beings have individual rights. Instead, there's some national security threat that overrides those rights and justifies making use of any kind of action against individuals if you can put them in a category as a national security threat. I warned against this for many years, and we are now seeing it brought to full fruition. And finally, I think there is the mentality that we now know was there, for instance, with the Nazis. The famous turning point in terms of the consolidation of Hitler's power was the burning of the Reichstag, which they blamed on the communists and leftists and those who were opposing what Hitler was trying to do. And what we now know from the historical record, they did it themselves. They burned down the Reichstag in order to provoke the excuse that allowed them to impose that totalitarian control and consolidate it completely over Germany. I think that we're watching a repetition of this pattern, and we need to wake up, and we need to use those tools we still have available as Americans to stop this from happening.
Amazing. Ambassador Alan Keyes, I look forward to having you back up. The website is loyaltoliberty.blogspot.com. Thank you so much, sir.
Glad to be with you. Thanks for having me.
Thank you, sir.
For listening to GCN. Be sure to visit GCNlive.com today.
This is Alex Jones with 5 good reasons you should consider buying a solar power generator this summer. Number 1, new climate legislation could easily double or triple your electric bill. Number 2, our new energy czar wants to control how much power your electric company allows you to have. It's true. Total government control of electricity in the name of smart grid technology is coming. Number 3, in some areas of the country, the power grid is dangerously overloaded, especially with the high-demand summer months ahead. Number 4, the hurricane and dangerous summer storm season is here again. Every year, thousands of families lose their power from weather-related outages. Number 5, a solar power generator provides powerful backup insurance and peace of mind. Folks, I really believe in the solar power generators offered by Solutions from Science, a longtime sponsor of ours. You can get more information at www.mysolarbackup.com. That's mysolarbackup.com. Remember, the government doesn't own the sun yet, so go to mysolarbackup.com or call toll-free 877-327-0365.
Direct to you and in your face. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.